Are we live? 2 minutes. I think we are. Hey, hello everybody. It is Wednesday, 5th of March, 2025. Spring is almost here, folks. It's almost here. I am Mr. Brune. Very last minute this evening, cats herding, all that malarkey. We have guests. Shall we get them on? Yes. Hello, Melvin.
Hello. How are we doing?
Tally ho. Tally ho. How are you?
Look, Brown, you've been
Yep.
pronouncing my name wrong for all these years, and it's disrespecting my culture. It's spelt Melvin deeply, but it's pronounced Melvin Saldana.
You're right. Sorry, Melvin Saldana.
Is it the same Saldana as the one that was
Geeks,
in
Hello.
Amelia Perez?
That's the one.
Oh, you
That's
mean
the one.
Oscar winner? Oscar winner?
Oscar winner. Is that the guy that makes the hot dogs?
Yep.
Oscar winner hot dogs, the best kind. Yeah, my Spanish roots. The Saldanas from Glasgow. That's us.
I think the sad thing is, you know, the Sophia, was it Gahon? She would have won if it wasn't for the bad press. Yeah?
That's right.
Come on, it's a fella.
I was being diplomatic.
Yeah, I can't.
Good evening, chat.
The guy that played Amelia Perez, Lennox something. See what I did? Never mind.
I did, yeah.
I don't think he would have won anyway.
No, I think he would have.
Well, you know, in a fair contest, he wouldn't have won. But you don't know these days, do you? You're not going to get a fair contest.
All the Yahtzee tweets from back in the ether that did it.
I've seen a lot of people doing that over the past year or so. Hitler wasn't that bad. Fuck off. You know, it was quite bad.
It was misunderstood.
It was quite bad. It's still a name you call somebody who you think is bad. You know, you're not compliment somebody by saying, "No, you're another Hitler."
Mr. Hilton,
thank you very much. Yes. I'll do my best. I'll rock this moustache. But on the subject of Spanish roots, Mega Geek has Spanish roots, don't you, Mega?
Spanish roots, yeah.
Where's Diaz come from?
Well,
Diaz is
my dad's
days,
parents.
Isn't it?
My dad's dad was Spanish, stroke American, and his mum was Spanish, but they all lived in Trinidad. So there you go.
And Tobago
and Trinidad.
Yeah, mom. Rice and peas.
Rice and peas and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Hello, MC. Oh, there you go. Bit of lag there. MC wrenched. Hello, my friend. I watched Anora and The Substance the other day. I enjoyed them both.
Is Anora the one about the cartoon about the cat?
No, Anora is the one about the prostitute girl that falls in love with someone from the Russian mafia.
Sounds like a lark.
Didn't the...
Is it a musical?
No.
Didn't the lead actress win the Oscar?
She did, yeah.
Because
she won.
The Gahon.
Yeah. She give a shout out to all the prostitutes out there, to all the sex workers.
Mr. Hilton.
She did, yeah.
Okay. Amelia Bedelia Ranch. Hello, Amelia Bedelia. Hello, Amelia. They don't make women like they used to.
Tell me about it.
Not since Weird Science.
Demi Moore was robbed. Was she?
She was. She if everything was fair, that film would have got Best Director, best performance by Demi Moore, and best film, because it was I mean, I haven't seen that stupid Honora, where it was called, and Amelia Perez. I haven't seen them. I've seen The Brutalist, and I thought it was absolute shit. But
I heard it
I
was
don't
shit.
know what the rest. It isn't very good. It's just awful. It's an awful film.
That's
Very negative.
yeah.
Negative.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody is he's not a bad actor, but he's not a leading man. He can't carry a film on his own, I think.
Oh, did he get? He got snogged by Halle Berry, didn't he?
That's his second Oscar, isn't it?
Yes, it is apparently.
Yeah, I think he's somebody's favorite. I reckon he must be.
Mm.
But then again, Will Smith won an Oscar and Brad Pitt won an Oscar, so anybody can win an Oscar, I suppose.
I loved Demi before she got old. Basically, before she got old, mate. And kids.
Her tits have been fake since before she made striptease, so she couldn't have saved them off. They're still there.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's had them taken out then.
Yeah, because did you see striptease?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
No.
She her boobs were defying gravity, when she's doing the striptease and she's like swinging upside down on the pole and things.
Yeah.
And it just didn't move. It's like they were rock solid.
Well, that's because she had a boob job.
Yeah, but not a good one. Not a good one.
Side
big square kind.
A legend in these parts, wrenched. I'd still leave a deposit.
Fair comment. Oh, Brown, I gave you a fun fact about prostitution earlier. Should we share it with the chat?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Now, this is supposedly a real statistic, right? This is supposedly the truth. In the 1700s, 20% of the women in London were prostitutes.
How many?
And 20%, 1 in 5.
20% were prostitutes. In what year again?
And this during the 1700s. And what I was thinking was, is that more or less than today?
And?
Tish, never mind. The statistic is true. Well, the statistic is the internet true. I don't know. Check it out for yourself.
Well, it's the internet, so it must be true. Amelia Bedelia wrenched. It's the oldest profession.
Yep.
There you
go. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Are we going to be talking about the Oscars then? Are we meant to be talking about the Oscars?
Just free riff it for a little bit and then let people come in. I don't know. Do you think?
Have you got anything to say about the Oscars, Melv?
They're a waste of time. There's no point having the Oscars. They mean nothing these days. They mean absolutely nothing.
I didn't watch it. I just
all box ticking, and yeah. I don't remember the last time I had any interest.
And I'm not interested in any of the films that was nominated at all. None.
Here you go. Arch Colin wrenched. Sorry, wait. The Oscars were on. Allegedly.
Yeah, I never heard of the stripper marrying a Russian mafia guy film until after the Oscars. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, she didn't marry him. She fell in love with him, and then it's meant to be a comedy, apparently.
There you go. It's official.
R-rated comedy.
Dino Barletta. The Oscars was shit.
I have to correct Dino there. It's the Oscars were shit.
Side defeat legend wrenched. Just 2 hours of fart sniffing and arse licking. And what about the Oscars?
I saw a clip where is it Conan?
Is my camera on?
Where Conan had a go at Adam Sandler because he came in his hoodie and cut off jeans. Hoodie? Yeah, he didn't even wear a suit. So he came and he was sitting there, and Conan had a go at him. So he come to the Oscars dressed like that.
Oh, okay.
It was quite funny. But the thing is, though, it was a setup. Do you know why I know it was a setup?
Bit of politics, but go on.
Because he had a mic on his like a tie mic on his hoodie,
Tie
so that we could
mic?
hear him. You know what tie
What?
mic is, right?
Yeah.
So
One
he
of
had
you,
one on him. So
a
if it
clip-on microphone.
that's right. So if it wasn't a setup, he wouldn't have a tie mic on, would he? Do you know what I mean? So they obviously this was something that was meant to be a joke. So, but a lot of people believe that he just came dressed like that. So it's a bit ridiculous, really. But there you go.
Sounds
He should
riveting.
have just marched right up and slapped him on the face for that kind of comment. That's what he should have done.
Yep.
No, man.
Yep.
That's the Oscars will cash in on that now. Like every 2 years, somebody's getting slapped in the face
Slapped, yeah.
because the ratings go up.
Did Zoe Sultana win the Oscar just for the Vagina song then?
It wasn't the Vagina song, it was a different one.
She won it for Best Supporting Actress, I think. She won it for.
Yeah. But the song that she sang got the Oscar though as well.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, but it wasn't the Vagina song, it was the other one.
Penis song.
Yeah.
See, that's why Oscars can't be respected anymore, because that film is awful and nominated 13 Oscars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And as I said,
equal to Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
To Gone with the Wind.
And if those tweets hadn't have surfaced about Mr. Hilter, well, who would have won the Oscar for Best Actress?
I don't think it would have won, though. I think it would have just got the same amount that it got today. As the Oscars. So I don't think it would win 13 at all, because that would really destroy the Oscars.
Here you go. Dino says they need Ricky Gervais presenting. Oh, that'd be amazing.
If I was Elon Musk, I would pay whatever it took to get Ricky Gervais to present the Oscars. Whatever you had to pay the Academy to allow Ricky Gervais to tell them people new assholes, that would be worth it. Whatever the cost. Like if
and
I
then
was
they could do it. Then they could do a fresh start after that. People might start watching again. But it's just a vicious circle of self-congratulatory dog wank, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Everything, didn't they? They clapped at everything. These actors, everything. Praising prostitutes, they clapped.
Did they clap at people clapping as well?
You see, the praising prostitutes thing, I would have wanted to see some photographs first, because some of them are quite rough. There's nothing to praise.
Speaking of rough, Georgius Rex. Oh, Georgius. I keep confusing Zoe Saldana with Zendaya. Melvin?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. When I was a wee boy, I used to confuse Burt Lancaster with Clint Eastwood.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
They were both men with cigars and cowboy films.
One.
Then I was like 4, so they looked the same to me.
They did a tribute to James Bond, didn't they? At the Oscars.
That will be on the Sunday show, but yes, go on.
It's terrible. I saw it. I saw it on YouTube. It was awful.
Didn't they have a clip from? Was it the Never Say Never Again, which isn't official James Bond canon?
I don't know. And also they missed people out. The people that died this year, didn't they? Missed a few people out, didn't they?
Like
the guy that played
Gene
Candyman.
Hackman?
No, they mentioned him, but the guy that played Candyman, he was snubbed.
Oh, Todd.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd.
Right.
Oh dear, that's not good, is it?
No.
What you eat, Mega? Is it Doritos?
No, it's crisps. It's really salted.
I wanted Doritos. How can you be like that?
Daisy Blossom. I haven't watched the Oscars in years, Sam.
Yeah, the Oscars not worth watching anymore. And also, there's a British actor that died this year as well, and they didn't mention him either. Can't remember his name. He was in the Titanic. He played the
Bernard Hill.
Yeah, him. He died this year, and also Michelle. Yeah, they didn't mention her either.
Bernard Hill was quite big, though. Bernard Hill was in a lot of stuff over a lot of years.
He was, yeah.
It's strange they would miss him out. He must have upset somebody retroactively.
I I think Hollywood.
Was it Yozahoo, Boys from the Black Stuff?
Hollywood is really going downhill.
Going.
Well, the thing is,
Jesus.
you still, the community's still strong out there with their crazy think.
I think
it's still strong.
The only step down, like when you see Amelia Perez getting nominated for 13 Oscars, and everybody hated it, even the gay people hated it, right?
And Mexicans.
It would have been an interesting idea made by a Frenchman about Mexicans, and he didn't speak Spanish, and he never made it in Mexico. You know, it's like it ticked and unticked all the boxes as it went, and everybody hated it. I think that is pretty close to rock bottom as the Oscars is ever going to get, unless they can find a way to nominate Hitler for a Lifetime Achievement
Mr. Hilty.
Yeah, until they do something like that, this is as bad as it's ever going to get. It can't get worse than that.
And the winner for Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, best
Mr. Hilter.
Best rousing speech.
Why would you turn up to the Oscars these days anyway? It's a huge joke now.
Don't know. Goodie bag? $10,000 goodie bag?
Yeah, that might be a good reason, I guess.
I think, and it doesn't even need to get worse. It just has to stay this bad. It's done. It's finished. The Oscars are over. People, it's going to take like another generation for people to start taking it seriously again.
Cartoon Man, 154, my friend. Time Magazine, Mr. Hilter. Internet Help Desk, Wrenched Water Sports. Oh, my friend. Oscar for services to music. Can you guess what it is yet?
It was awful. It really was awful. The clips I've seen, I don't understand why people would stay up and watch. When in the old days, I did stay up and watch them, through the middle of the night, and then got drunk with a couple of friends and stuff, and then booed at the things we did that didn't win, that we thought should have won. But now it's just a huge joke. The whole thing is corrupt. Everything is corrupt in Hollywood. Totally.
Dino, hello Dino. Mr. Brune, me, Live and Let Die is on the telly. Brilliant Bond movie.
It is.
Roger Moore's best one.
It's his first one.
Yes,
and his best.
I like Spy Love Me. I thought Spy Love Me was great. I think that was his best. But hey,
I'm Still Bruce. Best team drama goes to.
Yeah.
Christ. Oh.
Teen, are you sure?
He liked him younger, apparently. They didn't even have to be breathing.
Waste of time. Waste of bloody time. You can tell everybody was wary when they were there as well. You can tell when you look at like Kevin Costner's face in some shots. It's like he's probably wondering why he's there.
The Oscars was great back in the day when Billy Crystal presented it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. At least the board voted for the films. Now it's just how much money you got to pay off people to get an Oscar.
You could they can do one for Putin, couldn't they? It's like best dramatic invasion of a neighbor. Vladimir Putin. Can't say the name after last time. Can't say the name after last time. Sorry.
Not a movie.
I will say, oh, look who's here. Film Comics, you want to pop in? There is a link in the Film Comics Explained, Wrenched, 10 Australian dollars, the wonderful Master Niats. Hey, Brune and Melvin. Haven't seen the new season yet. Just wanted to stop by and say hello to you, legends. Thank you, my friend.
New season of what?
Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil.
Yeah.
The daring devilish one.
Thank you, my friend. Enjoy when you get around to watching it. We think.
Yeah, exactly.
We think. Are we ready to talk about Daredevil?
Yeah.
Or are we just gonna leave it?
I think we should keep on doing pretend Oscars.
Yeah.
Pretend Oscars to Japan, the most realistic bombing of Hawaii.
Here you go. Atom Gray, Wrenched. Hello, Atom. Babs liked it. Liked what?
Daredevil, I'm assuming.
No, Pearl Harbor.
Hmm.
That was
I
a joke.
don't know.
That was the Badum-tish. Okay, no, I'll
I
shut up.
don't-
Right? I'll shut up about the pretend Oscars. I liked it. I liked Daredevil.
Mm.
But in the chat, if we talk and there's going to be spoilers, who doesn't want to hear the spoilers? Let's have a quick show.
Yeah, listen,
I don't want
folks.
to ruin it for anybody.
Yeah, there's going to be spoilers, probably, folks. We'll talk about it more in depth on Sunday, but Melvin and Ian will be talking about it. But we'll try and keep the spoilers to the minimum. But we can't guarantee 100%.
The only real spoiler is in the first 10 minutes.
Well, everybody knows what happened in the first 10 minutes. It's everywhere. A
I
lot of people
don't.
were pissed. A lot of people were pissed that happened, though. Again, right, what they're doing is it's like what they did with Star Wars, isn't it? Separating Luke, Han, and Leia. I haven't seen the third episode or the fourth, so they might get,
Okay.
you might get back together with.
Okay.
With
I've got a
Wilson.
small presentation then. Shall we do the little small presentation and then do the Daredevil after?
Questions first, right? You have to like this is your job interview for these slides you got, Brian. Do they have boobies?
No.
Gay. Do they
They're
have?
not gay, no.
Do they have shooty?
Thank fuck no.
Okay, so we're kind of halfway. Okay, no shooty. That's
Is
a
that
win.
definitely cancelled then?
Hmm?
Dr.
No,
Watt, is it definitely gone then?
I don't care. I don't follow it.
Don't watch it. Don't read about it. Don't care.
Yeah, same here. Don't care. I don't care.
You know, it's like retroactively. If I had a TARDIS, I'd go back in time and help the Daleks win.
That's do you know that's the irony? Actually, they've actually got a time machine to correct it all, but they won't. So, hey, if there's one program that could actually use timey-wimey to sort it out, and nobody would say anything, surely it's this program.
You still talking about that shit?
Sorry.
Yeah. Slides, Brun.
Sorry,
Slides.
Dr. Watt.
Dr. What?
Hold on.
Bum, bum, bum.
Atom, have you seen Atom Gray? That is. Have you seen Daredevil, mate? Do you want to come on if you're available?
Daredevil.
I feel like we need another body. Yeah.
It's agreeable to see you again.
Although, in terms of
What was
the
that in?
LCD,
What was
it's
that in? I
beautiful.
can't remember.
Daredevil. Kingpin.
Oh, that's all. That's agreeable to see you again. That was in Star Trek or something.
No, it was in Daredevil, the first episode, where he says to him in
no,
there.
but I mean years ago. I'm sure that was.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a Star Trek Undiscovered Country, wasn't it? When Spock meets what's her face?
Undiscovered Country.
What's her name? Can't remember her name. The blood for Liverpool. What's her name?
Oh, Valeris.
Yes, he does say it to Valeris, I think. Yeah.
So Daredevil stole it.
No. It's very common. People say that. They do say it. So.
We've got some hot news here. Hold on.
Go on in.
Sorry,
how hot is it?
Kim
Sorry,
Cattrall.
chat moved up. Punchful face. Hello, Punch. Peter Cushing was the best Doctor.
Well, he was one of the Doctors, but the thing is that his Doctor is like Never Say Never James Bond, isn't it? It's not official Doctor Who, is it?
Was he in 2 movies?
Yes, he was.
One with Bernard Cribbins and one with Roy Castle.
That's right.
So what's the connection? Bernard Cribbins was in official and unofficial.
Different character. I had to go back and check that. It was a different character.
It was different character, totally.
Wrenched. What? No announcements.
No announcements for what?
The stream, probably.
Yeah, short notice.
Yeah, we were very, very difficult getting guests today.
Yeah, this isn't a real stream. This is a green room gone wrong.
Yeah, a brown room.
A brown room. A boomer room.
Ian paid me and Melv to be on So,
yeah, this is costing me vast amounts of money to pay for these guests.
Yeah, 50p is a vast amount of money.
And I'll do it for you. Listen, I'll do it for you guys, because I know my role in life is to organise the youth club for old bastards. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
We're worth the money, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Listen, folks,
okay.
I get it. I get it.
Are you going to put some slides up or what, Ian? Just put a slide up, mate. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you very much. And please donate to the channel as well if you can.
How's your donating going, Ian?
No, it's not. It's stopped.
Oh,
so there
what?
you go. Yeah, well, I haven't got much of a social media reach. I mean, I'm not like the drinker or
Melvin, have a word with Drinker, also, see if you can sort something for him.
Look at Emilio's last comment.
What's that?
Listen, he wants to make money. If you're going to pay in sexual favors, I kind of get the feeling that Melvin would be a man for that. Would you do that for Ian? No,
paying sex. Well,
no, not to Ian, but
yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, I can be bought with boobs.
Well, today
kind of my thing, really.
One of the perks, somebody literally paid to be a co-producer, so that's quite good. So
nice.
Yeah.
Was that price? Did he divvy up that grant?
No. With somebody else. Somebody that surprised me. Somebody I knew from my past. So that was quite cool. So there you go.
Weinstein?
Yeah. From jail. Yeah. Gave me some money. But yeah.
Did you say that I'm going to get a credit?
Well, have you paid any money?
I've given you the odd snippet here and there.
I said to you, give me your logo, and you still haven't given me your logo yet. Yeah. So it can be in the film. So I can just put it somewhere.
No, I just like to have my name on the end. Executive producer.
Can't do that, mate. I've got loads of I've got executive producers coming out of my ears.
What about promotions manager? Because I've done quite well for you.
Yeah, it'll be really tiny.
Haven't I? I've done really. Come on, Ian. I've done really. I've gone to bat for you on this.
Yeah, of course you have. That's nice of you.
Yeah. So come on, co-producer.
No, I'd rather produce.
Co-executive producer.
No bollocks of that. I'd rather promote your channel because I think that you'll get more benefit out of that than just having your name on my.
So what you're saying is, if I've got to divvy up money, then is what you're saying.
Well, everybody else is, isn't they? So...
Don't I get like mates rates?
Mates rates.
I think Mega Geek. There's a slight problem there with your plan, right? What happens that if somebody reads the end credits, sees you recommending Brown's channel, and then watches, and then sees some of the shit we say on here, that's it. You're done. That's the end of your career.
No, I'm not. I'm not putting his credit at the end of any credits in the film. What I'm doing is.
Well, as if I pay cash.
No, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Oh, sorry.
In the beginning sequence, have you seen a shot where Rebecca's on her bed and on the TV it's got Nerd Erotic on the TV? Have you seen that shot? Well, it's to put your logo in the film somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. So
Nerd Erotic's done fuck all for you though, hasn't he?
Oh no, he's done stuff.
He's not done anything.
No, he's done stuff.
I keep tweeting him, for fuck's sake. Tweet, retweet, and has he?
No,
he hasn't. I don't think. The thing is, I don't think he's. In Gary's defense, he would do it for you. I know he would because he likes you a lot.
Well,
I just don't think. I just don't think it's gone through the levels, the hierarchy to get to him. If you know what I mean.
I wouldn't. Right. The truth is, right. I would never have attempted this unless I had a plan. I did have a plan. Secretly, I knew that the Indiegogo campaign wasn't really going to go well because of my less, my social reach. Plus, kids, they're so adept at this stuff now. Kids could put something out and they could get thousands to donate. But I'm not that kind of person. So, but I do have a plan B, and there's no way I'm not going to finish this. I am definitely going to finish this. So.
Always have a plan B.
Yep. Always bet on black.
Listen, yeah. Wise man once said, always bet on black.
Always bet on black. Yeah.
Reg, Mr. Brown, please ask Melvin and Mega what they thought of the Shite House. I'm still in the phase after it ended.
It was all right. There's a lot of directors out there that are far too clever. All right, I'll say this again, right? Because I've said it before, right? My favorite directors are Spielberg, Hitchcock, Richard Donner, Edgar Wright. The reason why I like these kinds of directors because they do two things. What they do is they do clever stuff, but also they balance it with the audience. So everything they do is for the audience, but they don't do stupid stuff. They do clever stuff. Unlike Chris Nolan, who basically is up his own arse and he does things for himself, and expects everybody to get it. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I think.
I was going to ask, did Richard Donner invent kebabs?
Yes, he did, yeah. Anyway, so what are you going to say, Melv?
Oh, Melvin, sorry.
I was going to say,
it wasn't worth it.
There, that's my opinion of Eggers. His head's up his ass. He makes films for himself.
The thing is, though, he's a very good director. I mean, he was the one that directed Nosferatu, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very well directed, but it's kind of like it's I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of it's not for your ordinary person. Do you know what I mean? You have to be of a certain mind to actually enjoy it fully, if you know what I mean. I didn't find it scary at all. It's very well shot, but I'm just saying that some directors that are really like Stanley Kubrick, he just made films for himself. Do you know what I mean? And it's like most of his films are dull, as far as I'm concerned, or long, too long.
That's Eggers for me. That's Eggers for me. He is he's trying to entertain himself, and it's arty, farty shit that a lot of people say this guy's a genius, and I think 90% of them don't know what they're talking about. They're just repeating what they heard.
Yeah.
And it's okay to like his films, and it's okay not to like his films. And I like The Northman. That was a good movie. The Lighthouse, I tried to watch it and I couldn't. It's just
Here you go, Ian.
It didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me.
Georgius Rex, offer a dinner date with Rebecca Gold as a perk.
I don't think Ella would agree to that. Unfortunately,
you need bodyguards.
No, it's you're crossing the line there if you do something like. Cause you never know what idiot would
complete
turn up.
That's probably a common thing in Hollywood, but not for indie directors. I wouldn't have thought.
In an ideal world where everybody's nice, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My thoughts on Nosferatu is: did we really need another Dracula remake?
We didn't. It was. I really loved the direction in that film, but halfway through, I got bored with it. I was like, "Come on, get on with it." Do you know what I mean? He was too busy trying to be arty and getting everything so right and stuff. And also, I'm not a fan of films that when a shot is too dark and I'm squinting to see what's going on. He had a lot of shots like that. I was like, oh, geez, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm still in love with the 80s movies and the 70s movies. That's where my love remains when it comes to films.
There's been over 100 Dracula movies. Over 100. Do you know that?
What?
Wow.
And you got to ask yourself, any director, anybody who wants to make another Dracula movie, is how can you tell this story again and make it different, make it good, make it original? And you can't. It can't be done. It's not possible.
We've got some.
We've seen it all.
We've got some merch ideas. Sell T-shirts with the words "it's shit" on it.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, it's again, right? I'm the only one that's running Rebecca Gold, so I'm multitasking big time. So not only do I have to do the day job,
Well, I could
but
help
also
you.
I have to edit. I have to edit the thing. I have to grade the thing. I have to dub the thing. I
Sing
have
the
to
theme tune.
direct the thing. I have to direct the actors. I have
Sing the
to,
theme
you know what I
tune.
mean? I have to write the scripts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's. To tell you the truth, I just want to finish it. I think we've
Yeah.
got good stuff here. I just want people to watch it now, so I can just get the hell out of my life.
Okay. I could organise a T-shirt and stick it on my Zazzle if you want. And then you can have the money. Zazzle.
Put it away, Brown.
I don't think people would buy It's Shit T-shirts. I don't
Oh,
think.
they
I mean,
would.
no, I don't think it won't be enough people. It's like with the Indiegogo campaign. It'll only be like 600 people. I mean, that's a lot of people, but it's still not. It's once you pay for the shirts and all that shit, and you know, you're not really going to get anything back with that amount of people. If you know what I mean. So I don't know.
You need to get on. You need to get Gary to get you on a stream to help you out. I bet he'd do it for you. Just ask him. Just tell him.
The problem is that there's nothing we can talk about unless the damn thing is finished. So
we didn't stop the drinker.
No, but the drinker had freaking money all over his thing, didn't he? He had like thousands of people gave him money.
Yes, but he had nothing. He set up an Indiegogo like you. He had nothing.
Yeah,
no,
he had. He's got 2 million followers.
That's right. Yeah.
Whereas you're making the mistake that you want it to be finished first before you ask for money. That what?
No. As Melvin said, the drinker had 2 million people before he started. Before he started his thing, didn't he? So, and I've only got 800 people on my Facebook page.
But you know what the problem is, Mega? You just need to pick better people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a man of age anyway. Most of my friends have died. So, well, I'm not even joking there, you know. A lot of my friends I used to go to secondary school have died, you know. Who would have thought people would die at almost, you know, when they reach 50? And it's just mental. So,
is it a good time to mention the vaccine?
No. It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of that. You know, I just had one of my friends died recently, actually a couple of weeks ago. She had she was a lawyer. She had stomach bug.
Oh, damn.
And then the next day she was dead. And they're trying to find out why she died. Isn't that crazy? So there you go.
Good night, everybody.
So we've got.
Can I just say, come on, chat. Ideas to get Ian over the line.
What, 20,000? I don't think that's going to happen over the line.
You need, then? How much
OnlyFans, Mega. OnlyFans.
How much do you need?
We asked for 20,000 because it was a point that we couldn't reach. But if I reach like something like $5,000, you know, that'd be great. I can work with that. But we just thought, okay, we just put 20 grand there. You know.
Listen, folks. As I said, I always put a GoFundMe link in the description of every stream.
Yeah.
Even if you can just throw Ian a $5.
A $5?
Lots of little $5s helps, doesn't it?
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, right, Mega Geek? I'm just going to throw this out there, right? And you can use this knowledge for whatever way you like, right? In the 1700s, 20% of the women in London were prostitutes. I'm just saying.
So here you go. Can you not get some diversity money from Sadiq Khan as the Sir Sadiq, as the lead character in Diverse?
Do you know what? I have tried to get completion funds from the very organisation that runs the British film industry. And you know what? I've went to London Film. I went to all kinds of things, and all of them were like, "No, we can't do that. No, we don't do that." Or "No, are you making a short? You're not making a short. We can't give you any money." It's all crap. All
Melvin, have a word with Drinker for us, will you? Because he likes you. Here you go, Amelia. You just need 2,000 people to donate 10 ponds.
I've only
simple as that. That is so simple.
Yeah, but I haven't got 2,000 people. I haven't got 2,000 people on my social media.
You need to get them.
I've only got 1,143.
Okay, well that's
on my
£20.
Yeah, on my X. So, but they, you know, I don't blame them, you know, because it's really hard these days. People are not making enough money.
No, it's tough for everybody at the moment. It's tough for everybody. Yeah. It didn't help the 2020. What happened? 5-year anniversary coming up in a few weeks. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just
we were all locked down and we didn't need it to be, and it just tanked the economy and tanked everybody's lives.
I'll tell you one thing though: the people that actually helped me, and the people that actually donated.
Oh, you're welcome, Ian.
They're going to get a copy of all of it in one go. They're going to get it.
What, even me?
Just to say thank you. Yeah, because you've been helping. Just to say thank you for, you know, helping me, because that's the least I could do, really.
Okay. You know I'm not going to read that on screen, but I'll just put it on screen. But correct.
Oh, no.
Yes, 2020 fucked everybody. It did.
Here's a plan. Here's a plan. Yeah. You could book Polish up.
Yeah. I can do a soul man, can't I?
Got it.
Yeah. Marcus Watson.
There you go.
Come on down.
This is a great idea. Drew Gordon mentioned offer Will Jordan a cameo as a serial killer.
I've almost finished. All the parts are gone.
Well, you need to rewrite it and refilm it.
Look.
yeah, film it again.
Come on, fuck's sake, come on.
If I had 20,000, there's certain scenes I would like to re. Oh, you contributed, did you?
Do you know what? Has anybody got the link? Could somebody put the link?
Yeah, it's usually in the description, but
yeah, because this was super last minute. There's no description, so could somebody do that? I'm gonna, Ian, because you're a friend.
Yeah.
And I use that name, you know, that term loosely because you're a friend. I might donate a few quid afterwards. Yeah,
that's all right. I mean, again, right? You know, everyone that helped is going to get the full version of it. Do you know what I mean?
There you go. So you've got options, folks. You've got the Indiegogo, where if you donate, you get something in return. But I think Ian doesn't get a bigger share. But on the GoFundMe, you don't get anything in return. You'd be just doing it for the kindness. But Ian gets a really good, respectable slice.
I mean, what you call it? A lot of people, even Professor Artu gave me some money, and he gets a thank you, social media thank you. And who else? RRTNZ. He contributed. Miranda, Philip. You know what I mean? So all these people, they're gonna get the full film, man. Because I appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? So
when's the estimation of completion? Do we know?
End of September, I reckon.
Here you go, folks. M. Duke playing a blind Earl, my friend. Thank you. That's the GoFundMe. Yeah. That's Ian's GoFundMe.
I'm telling you one thing, guys. You will not be disappointed. I did my best, and I think I've got a good little film here that people will enjoy.
Is it really that good? Yeah.
I think it's worth your time, but that's just me. Some people might watch it and think it's shit. You know what I mean? So,
irony.
But also, I don't care if people think it's shit. But I actually, you know, we all did our best, every one of us. So, and I think it's worth the watch, personally. So there you go.
Punchable Face, Reg. In the last episode, Rebecca is revealed to be a transformer. Have her get a cock out crying game style. Do
you know what, right? Ella, right, who plays Rebecca, she is so sweet and innocent. Even if you said something like that to her, she would blush. That's the kind of girl she is. So there you go.
Have you made her cry on set yet?
Nah. She can cry on her own accord, actually. She's very good. I say, you need to cry on this scene. And she goes, okay. And then she cries in the scene. She's really good.
Swappers, are you coming on? You're obviously not busy now. Are you coming on, mate?
No, it's okay. It's okay, mate. You know what I mean? You know, as I said, people get a copy, and then the rest will get it when it gets on when it gets on when it goes on YouTube. So there you go. Are we going to talk about Daredevil or what? Come on.
No, I'd rather talk about Rebecca Gold.
No. There's an exclusive clip as well. Have you guys not seen the exclusive clip?
It's too exclusive. We haven't seen it now.
It's on there. It's on my X page.
In fact, guys and gals, if there's anything you want to ask Ian about Rebecca Gold, we've got the time. Here you go, Mudcrab. Didn't you have to recast OG
Yes.
Rebecca? Got some babies or something?
Yes. Katie, who played Rebecca originally, she didn't really want to do season 2 because work was coming up, and then she did a couple of movies and then she got pregnant. So it's lucky I didn't wait for her, because she had a baby. So there you go. And that stupid horror film I did, that was the worst thing I ever directed.
Which one's that?
I can't even remember what it was called. That's where I met Ella. I met Ella on that film.
You shouldn't be saying that part out loud. It was the worst thing you ever directed, because that was paying work.
It was, but the thing is, they
doesn't care.
They're not gonna give me any more work, because I had an argument with the producer. The producer was a twat. She didn't know what she was doing. And then she had the whole crew standing around for nothing. And I said, look, you don't know what you're doing. Look at everybody's just standing around.
That's the modern way.
And then, right, I get a call from the producer saying, oh, Ian, you had to go to the producer. That's not right. I'm like, fuck you, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you don't even know what you're doing, But anyway.
You're just a loose cannon, aren't you?
No, it's not. It's when people treat you badly, you have to tell them that they're idiots. Do you know what I mean? So you can't
I just made a donation on your GoFundMe, Mega.
Oh, nice one.
Very nice.
A very small one. A very small one.
You'll never make it as a director if you can't make women cry. You can, can't you?
I've had.
Yeah, go on.
I can make women cry.
Well, we know that. What's the story again, Ian?
Oh, good.
Yeah, go on. We've got time to kill.
So,
tell us about the time you met Leslie Headland. I want to hear that
story. She made me cry. Oh dear. No, I was directing a film. Actually, you can watch this film. It's on the Rebecca Gold channel. It's called Fallen Angels. I was hired to direct this slasher movie. It was during the 80s, I think, that I directed it, when slasher movies were big. And it had Jeff Fahey in it and Michael Ironsides in it as well.
Damn.
And so there's a scene in it, because they hired all these models, a few of them were actors, but they hired this one model who was good looking, but wasn't really good at pulling out a performance. So I had to force the performance out of her. And there was one scene in it where she had to cry. And there's this technique that I learned from William Friedkin when I was reading this book. Wow. Yeah, William Friedkin. So basically what it is, you have to try and unnerve them. So what I did was I said, you need to cry here. There's a scene in it, you need to cry. So when we roll the camera, she didn't cry. So I would go cut, and I would say, everybody don't move, just stand still. And I just like, wait like a couple of seconds. And I say, right, I'm going to go again. So I go 10 times. She still isn't crying.
10 times? Damn.
Yeah, I think 10 times. Or it was 17 times. I can't remember. It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, it's just to get to unnerve her. It's just to get to unnerve her. And then on the last take, I did the same thing. And then I walked up to her and whispered in her ear, you're embarrassing me. And then I walked back. And then we turned the camera. She was crying. And that was that. So that's a horrible take. That was a 70s technique that they used to do in the old days.
You ruined her career. She probably
hated you
acting again.
No, I didn't.
She hated you, didn't she?
William Friedkin had a horrible reputation. Everybody hated him.
Yeah.
He was a notorious asshole.
But
I'm just saying that, I'm not saying that. I'm just throwing that out there. Right?
But
William Friedkin.
Yeah, no, but right. She went on to be in films with Ant-Man. The guy who plays Ant-Man, she did go on, but
she wouldn't speak to you, would she?
No, so she wouldn't speak to me after I did that. But when we had the screening, she came up to me and said, "Thank you for making me do that." because she saw the results on screen. So there you go. So, but I'll never do that again, though.
And we all lived happily ever after.
I'll never do that again because I think it's a horrible thing to do, really. But there you go. You live and you learn.
She was in The Wasp.
You know when they made what would it have been? The French Connection.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they had the car chase with Gene Hackman in that car.
Yep.
And he was chasing the train, right?
Yep.
And you have that bit where he goes down the hill and shoots across the junction and another car hits him.
Yeah.
That was real.
Yeah. They didn't have any permits.
Yeah, they couldn't get permission to film the car chase. So Freakin said, just do it. Just get in the car and drive. So the guy who was driving that other car actually got quite badly hurt and sued them and won.
Yeah.
Rightly. Freakin should have went to jail for that. Should have.
Here you go. Amelia also, please donate so MG can make more women cry.
No, again, right. When I directed my first movie, I was very, very much like James Cameron, shouting at people and whatever. Because
aren't you?
No, I'm not like that anymore. Okay. Because the weight of the responsibility of actually getting the film completed is on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So when people muck you around, I'm not a madman. I don't go and shout at people for no reason. When people muck you around, you can't let it slide, because if you let it slide, they will just keep doing that. So I had to end up really shouting at people and threatening them. Well, not threatening them, but I remember I was going to have a fight with the DLP on one stage when I got to the killing zone.
Is that on film? Is that on film?
No. But that's what I'm saying. We used to shoot on film, so it was really important that it's expensive. So it was really important that we got it right. And when people muck you around, they're only going to be looking at you. And also, a lot of people don't keep forgetting that if a film is bad, if a performance is bad in a film, they're not looking at the actor, they're looking at the director. If a film is bad, they're not looking at the actors, they're looking at the director. If it's badly written, they're not looking at the scriptwriter, they're looking at the director. The director gets blamed for everything, right? So the weight of responsibility is on your shoulders. So you can't faff around. You have to make it work, A lot of people don't realize that. So, but anyway, I digress.
There you go. Speaking of slides, there is a minor presentation. James Gunn's Superman, still called terrible by Insider. Reshoots may be a ploy to dramatically fix the movie.
My friend said the same thing.
Ploy?
Well, my friend said the same thing, that he went to, I think it was the second screening that they had once. It's second time they fixed it, I think, because I think they had 5, and he was saying that the romance didn't work in it. And I said, well, what do you think of the cut that you saw? And he went, it's all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, reshoots exist only for the purpose of fixing things. So it wouldn't be a ploy; it would just be how they fix things.
Yeah.
Although it depends on how many reshoots it needs before it becomes what do you call it, a telltale sign that it's actually shit. Because I think every film gets reshoots, doesn't it?
Well, it's not every film. Basically, when you make a movie, you have put aside on the budget for pickup shots.
Reshoots,
so sometimes, well, it's not. No, reshoots is different. Pickup shots are different. So what's a pickup shot? Okay, so what a pickup shot is, basically, you shoot something, and then when you're in the editing room, you see something, and you go, we should have got shot where the guy picked that stone up. Do you know what I mean? We that would make that shot complete, and then you go out there because you have money in the budget to do that, and you go back to the location and you do that pickup shot of him picking up the stone, or something else. Those are pickup shots, but reshoots are different, because you reshoot something because it doesn't work. A scene doesn't work, or a whole film doesn't work, so you reshoot to actually try and make it better. So there you go.
Well, they don't want to put me in charge of that, because I would go back putting boobs and everything. It's like Bambi's mom needed boobs. Yeah.
No, but you can tell. I mean, like, I don't care what anyone said, right? When I first saw this trailer for Superman, I was like, all of you must have felt that. All of you. You know what I mean? We wasn't seeing Superman doing a fantastical feat like lifting up a skyscraper or something, or flying to the moon, or saving a rocket or whatever. We saw him on the snow with blood on him. Do you know what I mean?
Pretty much the same week as well, they showed the final episode of Superman and Lois. Which was fantastic television.
Do you know what? It's just even when they had they showed the trailer for Superman Returns with what's his name, Ralph, what's his face, that the shot where he was holding the plane in the trailer. He's Superman. He's doing a super feat. In this one, it's like a dog was dragging him across the snow. It was like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what's this all about?
That super dog thing. I mean, that's a thing in the comics, but that's not going to translate well to film at all.
Yeah,
that's going to break your immersion. Super dog,
saving Superman.
Yeah, stupid. Whether saving Superman or not, a dog with a cape on it with superpowers. It's like nah. Too cartoony. It's not going to work at all. I would hope that that's just a gimmick for the trailer and not something that's going to be in the film.
You see, the thing is, right, when you get to the point of James Gunn's standard and Chris Nolan's standard, you want to be known for making good films. And that's why Nolan walked away from Bond, isn't it? Because they wouldn't give him final cut. Because he knows that if he makes that film and Barbara Broccoli spoils it,
they were going to kill him.
He's going to be known for the person that actually fucked up a James Bond film. So it's really important to them,
Nolan would have said, "Don't kill him."
Of course he would have.
You don't kill him.
That's the thing. And with James Gunn now, I think he's a bit of a coward because basically I think he's not stupid. He would have sat in that boardroom and said, "Can't we just make a Superman film? Why are you insisting putting in Green Lantern and all these other heroes? I just want to make a Superman film." And then the heads will go, "Well, the check is big, and really you need to create us another universe." Do you know what I mean? And he's probably sitting there looking at the check, going, "Shall I do this? And then he decides because the money's so big, I'll do it. And he's hoping for the best.
6 years of movies at least.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I don't think James Gunn is stupid. I don't think he would have taken that job unless he had creative control. But even if he has creative control, they're still going to fuck him about if they can.
That's exactly, Melvin. Yeah. Exactly. Like they mucked around poor old Harrison. Well, not Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford wanted out Star Wars, but everybody else they mucked around when they brought Star Wars back. The script was incredibly, totally different when they got offered that thing, and then they bloody changed the playing field. And it's probably the same thing with James Gunn here as well.
Yeah, is his wife in it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
James Gunn probably went, "Oh," because like he would say that. "Oh, we got to have a dog in it now, have we? Oh, okay. Oh, you want Green Lantern in it? Oh, do you want us to build another universe? Do you?"
This is out in about 16 weeks, 4 months.
I'm going to go and see it.
4 months is a long time. 4 months is a long time.
I'm going to see it.
You can make a whole movie in 4 months, right?
Yeah.
You used to be able to anyway.
I don't know, mate. It doesn't. I'm not really excited about this. My sister is really excited. She wants to go and see it.
There you go, Mudcrab. Nolan Bond movie. It would have been different. Not sure. Good different.
Well, the thing is, Chris Nolan is not a stupid person, right? He knows that if he diverts a lot from the James Bond thing, people will pull him up with it. So he's got to find the balance. He's not stupid. He's a good filmmaker. He really is.
Simulex Ottoman. Hello, Simulex Wrenched. Inception has a lot of On Her Majesty's Secret Service beats in it.
It does,
Mudcrab, yeah.
It does.
Atom Grey Roached. We got some seaweed and salt crisps the other day. Love them.
Must try that.
Damn.
I used to buy them seaweed kind of crisp things when I was living in Thailand. They were quite disgusting. In Australia, I bought these crisps that were made out of beetroot.
Was it nice?
Yes.
They were actually really tasty.
Here you go, do Gordon Wrenched.
Surprisingly tasty.
Yeah, OHMSS is Nolan's favourite Bond movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
It is going to be. Apart from George Lazenby, I didn't really warm to him at all. It's a good movie though. A lot of great action sequences.
Shocking end.
Film. Oh yeah. She's just sleeping. Yeah.
On 1 hour. So we're not. This is still 50-50 for me. This Superman.
I got the feeling it's not. It's going to be just okay, and it's not going to be enough to bring back their money. That's what I think. Who knows, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Guardian films probably better than most. I didn't think the third one was that great, but the first two I thought were fantastic. Particularly, I like the second one best.
Yeah.
Sword in the Storm.
I don't know. We shall see.
If I may, Sword was 50 yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sword in the Storm, you old bastard. Happy birthday to you. And so say we all 50.
Blow the candles
bastard. You don't get that on Nerdrotic.
Well, at that age, he's probably going to die soon. We should at least pretend to be nice.
God. Yes, 50-50.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
If it's a good movie, it will do very, very well with people watching it a second time, maybe a third time. If it's not...
Do you know what I saw over the weekend? Here by Robert Zemeckis. It's on Amazon for free if you want to watch it. It's a terrible movie. I can see why people didn't go and see it. The performances are kind of
movie?
Right. Hair. It's called Hair.
Hair.
Hair. Here. Basically,
not German.
As in a rabbit. Like
German.
No. Like we're here. We're here.
Here.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking like hair, as in
German.
Charlie Cox's biggest nightmare.
So you know what it's about, right? It's basically the camera is fixed and it doesn't move, and it basically it's in a house, and it goes through different time zones. What people move into the house, what they do to the house, how the family grew up in this place. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But the camera doesn't move. The actors come in and it starts off in prehistoric times where where there's all like dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah,
they have a house in prehistoric times.
No, the actual land itself where the house was built. So it starts off prehistoric times, and you see their meteor destroy all the dinosaurs, and then they go forward in time, and then they everything's all settled, and then they're in the 12th century, people walking around, and then somebody decides to build a house. You know what I mean? And then they start building it in fast motion, and then person moves in. The camera does not move; it stays where it is. The actual de-aging for Tom Hanks is absolutely brilliant. I don't know how they do that stuff now.
I don't like talking about dinosaurs. One of my ancestors was eaten by a dinosaur, and it's still quite an emotional topic for me.
Grell Wrenched. Hello, my friend. Hair, or hair?
Hair.
Mudcrab. Yeah. Oh, this was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and the girl that played Jenny in what do you call it? Forrest Gump. Yeah, she played his wife.
Robin Wright.
Right, and they made them look so young. It's unbelievable what Wright, they did. Damn. Incredible what they can do now on screen. Really is.
Robin
I
Wright.
I just remembered something. We were talking about how long it takes to make a film, right? Tell me to shut up if I've told this story before. Did you know that Rocky was filmed in 28 days?
Yeah.
The whole movie, 28 days. Did we speak about this before? Did we talk about this before?
Was that the horror movie, 28 Days?
No, because they hardly had any money. And when he was running through the streets, that was him running through the streets, and they had no permits. The cameras at the back of a car, and he was running, and when he runs through the the fruit and veg place, and they're someone throws him an apple, and you know what I mean. It's all
okay.
No money, mate.
Raiders of the Lost Ark 50 days, says Smilex. I didn't know that. Or I might have known it, I forgot. But
shot really fast, old Spielberg, on that one.
We'll blast through the 2 slides I've got. 48 years ago today, John Williams began recording the score for
Star Wars.
And I'll just leave it at that. The rest is history.
Do you know how he got that job? So basically, according to the documentary,
I know. Jaws.
No. So basically, he had his wife had died, and he just went in limbo. And then his agent said they're looking for someone to compose music for A Bridge Too Far. And so he said, "Oh, what's that about?" And then he saw the cast, and he was like, "Oh, I've got to do this film. And so he was gearing up to do that film, and he had lunch with Spielberg, and Spielberg said to him, "Don't do that film. Do this small little film called Star Wars. You'll regret it if you don't do it." And he convinced John Williams to do Star Wars. Damn. And the rest is history. So there you go.
Then I'm going to go back to what I said originally. Jaws. It was because of Jaws. There you go.
Now, he sold John Williams to George Lucas on Jaws. He said, "Look, this guy did Jaws for me. Take him on. He's really good."
Was it Slaver or something?
So, because George Lucas was like, I'm in an R about John Williams, and it was like, "Look, use John Williams. He's really good." So they used him.
But you know the story of the Jaws, where Spielberg had hired him to do the music, and he wanted an update, and so he went to see him, and John Williams said, "Right, this is what I got," and he started doing that cello, the famous Jaws theme, and Steven Spielberg was like, "Fuck, you've ruined me. We're done. It's finished. That's awful. I hate it." And John Williams was like, "No, trust me. When I put it all together, and you'll see it'll work. And he put it together, and it couldn't have been better. You couldn't have done a better job than what he done on Jaws.
That film was on the wings of angels, wasn't it? That so many things went wrong with Jaws, and then ended up like that. Ended up as a classic movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Has there ever been better music for building tension than?
No.
Well, it's only 2 notes.
Yeah. But John Williams, he's old school. All the new composers, they type in the keyboard, and then all the notes come up on the screen. He still writes with a pencil and a page when he does music. So, he's old school.
We're going to super chat I missed. Sorry, folks. M Duke 84 wrenched 5 Canadian woke dollars. Do you think digital film has actually made filming worse? Fix it in post. Back in the day of actual film, you had to plan everything. Thoughts?
I don't think it's made it worse. I think it's the choice of the grader and the director.
What's a grader?
So in the old days, right, when they used to shoot on film, you had to know your onions, basically. So you'd have a DOP with a light meter.
Director of photography. He'd come on set, and he would light the scene, and he would use a light meter to measure light on people's faces on the set and everything. And then once that film has been processed, they look at the film, and then they decide what color to give it when they're putting it in the bath, the development. To try to make it a bit better. And then what you end up with is what you end up with, depending on how it's lit on the day. And that's how they used to do it in the old days. But today, right, with digital film, you have this thing called LUTs, and you have a RAW. So basically, when you shoot the thing, it looks all grey. Yeah.
So the DOP can do the worst lighting ever, but when it's all grey and you go into the editing room, you can literally pull a lot of stuff out of that grey frame that you've got and color it. You can also add light. So if you're shooting a window and you wanted a beam of light to come out the window and you didn't do it on the day, you can add that in post now, and you'll never tell the difference. That's
amazing.
Yeah. So I always say that digital filmmaking is for poor people, because if you're poor, you can literally shoot a film on your phone now. It's digital, isn't it? Yeah. In the old days, you couldn't. You had to have money. So, But I don't think it. I think it depends on the director of photography that you have when you're making digital and stuff. So it depends, really.
Mud Crab. Jaws is awesome. It is. My
Mhm.
local screened it last year. I could tell the couple sitting behind me had never seen it because the woman was jump scaring big time.
Yeah.
Oh, the bit with the the head in the boat, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I even like the leg, but when the leg floats down, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Even
a
though it looks
story.
very rubbery.
Yeah, there's a story there for the jump scares as well, because there's two jump scares in Jaws, right? There's the one when the head drifts out from under the boat, and there's the one when the shark sticks its head out of the water
Yep.
when Chief Brody's throwing the chum in.
Mm.
And when they showed it to the test audiences, when the shark's head came out, the test audience all shut their pants. And Spielberg said, "You know what? We can do another jump scare," because they liked that. So then they went back and done the one with the head coming out of the bottom of the boat.
They
And
did
when
it
they
in a
released the film,
swimming pool, didn't they?
everybody shut their pants when the head came out the bottom of the boat, but nobody did when the shark stuck his head out of the water.
Well,
Because one jump scare was enough. That's what Steven Spielberg went from that. One jump scare is all you need. Because everybody's fried for the second one.
Well, Steven Spielberg, right? He was very young when he directed Jaws. I think 25 or maybe 28. I can't remember. But he insisted. Like it all started with Duel, right? When he got the chance to direct Duel, okay, all the producer was saying to him, "Go to the back lot, have back projection when somebody's driving the car. It's easier. You could shoot a lot faster." And Spielberg was no, because it won't look real. So he made everybody go out and direct, what's his name, Weaver, drive really in the car and have the camera, Dennis Weaver in the car, and it all started from there. So when they suggested to Spielberg, "Oh, we can use a universal tank," the what is it? The tanks that they pour water in the tank and they just have the prop and everything. Spielberg said, "No, let's go out to the sea. Let's go out to the sea," and that caused all kinds of problems. And everybody hated him when he was directing. In fact, they hated him so much that the ending sequence where the shark blows up. He wasn't even there. He left because he knew that the crew was arranging to get him on the last day's shoot. So he escaped and he let the second unit direct the last scene. He just ran
Georgius
away.
Rex. Jewel, or is it Jewel?
Jewel.
Oh, June.
See that? Jewel, or is it Jewel? Very good, mate.
A couple of things there. That's Steven Spielberg thing.
Very good.
Where he let the second unit director do the final scene because he heard he was going to get thrown in the sea, right?
Yes, yeah, that's it, yeah.
That became a habit, and he done it for every film he made after that.
Well,
the second unit director done the final scene.
Yeah, he didn't do it for Raiders, but the truck sequence wasn't directed by Steven Spielberg only because he had to go back to England to sort things out when they were going back to England. So he let the second unit people direct, but he did make sure that the storyboards were done so they knew exactly what they're doing and what Spielberg wanted to be shot. So the second unit, the famous truck sequence was directed by a second unit director. But, that's the way it goes, I guess.
I've got another fun fact for you. You probably know this as well, right? So just, again, tell me to shut up.
Sure.
At the end of the film Duel with Dennis Weaver, when the lorry goes over the cliff, and it goes over in slow motion, and you hear that noise like bending metal, as it's going over. That's the same sound they played at the end of Jaws when the shark was sinking into the sea after they blew it up.
Yeah, and do you know where they got it from? They got it from I think it was a Ray Harryhausen movie. It was a dinosaur movie. It was a dinosaur noise that they got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Dinosaur noise. There you go. Dinosaur noise. Yeah.
Do you know, I think about need to watch Jewel, or is it Jewel?
Jewel's really good because when he first shot it for TV, it was shorter, and so they wanted to release it in the cinema. So they made him shoot other stuff, like the bit with the school kids when the guy in the truck helps them move the bus. That was shot for the theatrical release.
Yeah.
So you had to make it longer. That's why the credits are so long in the beginning, because they were trying to make up the time.
Pad it out a bit. Yeah.
Pad it out a bit,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so 48 years ago, folks, unbelievable. Where does
Love
the time
John
go?
Williams.
Where
Love
does
John
the
Williams.
time go?
I've got every one of John Williams' soundtracks on CD. He's brilliant.
Here you go.
Well,
Nerdrotic.
Lance has got them on vinyl, so you're rubbish.
I've got Superman on triple vinyl. It's fantastic. Third lowest rated Oscars in history. Shocking.
It's not shocking, but it's understandable, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. It's understandable, isn't it? I mean, look at these two idiots here, Skinny and
the they, them, she, her on the left is the purest of woke. Everybody, that's pure woke.
It's like, it's why is Hollywood trying to make things that are unsavory? Trying to make it like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Come on, do you know what I mean? It's not.
Jack, I won't say that joke.
Dancing Skeletons. Remember that old Edwin Collins song? I've never known a girl like you before, with the skeletons dancing. That's exactly what you got here.
Side Effect legend in these parts, wrenched. Dancing, is it skeletons or skeletons?
Don't know.
See what I did there?
But you know
Jack
what,
Skellington is the guy.
I wish I can take this woman here. What's her name again? What's her name? The skinny girl.
Cynthia Elviro. No, Ariana Grande.
Her. I wish I could take her mind and take it far away from Hollywood so she can literally see what she looks like. She can see that she looks like an idiot, a total idiot. All the stuff she's been saying.
The they them on the left, right? Okay, this is woke, right? She's I can't even say a woman. Can I? She's a they them.
She's a woman.
Or is it her? He her.
Not prime
she's
specimen
gay.
of womanhood, is what I would.
She's LGBT. Am I allowed to say black?
Yeah, you can say black.
No.
Okay. She's got anxiety. Anyway, you get my point. There's lots of boxes ticked. Lots of victims.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with this one, right? Based on her appearance and everything, I don't like putting the boot in. I think she's got enough to worry about.
She's got a nose ring as well.
Yeah, honestly, that film, I was never going to watch it. She's the least of my worries, and I don't want to put the boot in with her. You know, because it's like I look at her, and honest and truly, I feel bad. I feel bad for her, and I'm not saying I haven't put the boot in, and I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying I don't want to.
Yeah.
But Ariana Grande, on the other hand, if you go back about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, Ariana Grande was beautiful, and now
she looked normal.
Bonnie Lass, yeah.
She looked normal.
I would like to know I would like to know what's going on. I would like to know what's going on, because something's going on.
And she's playing Jesu as well. I rest my case.
Well, they're only doing that. Jesus, they're only doing that to piss off the Christians, aren't they? So, do you know what I mean? So it's like that film that won in the BAFTAs, that Concave one. That was a, to have a go at the Christians. Well, apparently them got voted as the Pope at the ending of the film. So there you go.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
Sword in the Storm.
You can't get good popes these days.
No, one's in hospital. Ariana was touched by Nickelodeon. Oh dear.
It is. It's weird. It's totally weird. Everything's weird.
I think it's a Ozempic. I'm not eating. Okay. So it's hardly surprising the Oscars.
We live in strange times, don't we?
Yeah, certainly are.
Okay.
It's agreeable to see you again.
I mean, I don't remember. I mean, you go through good times and you go through bad times, but I don't ever recall stranger times than these.
No, nor do I.
Okay.
It's weird, isn't it?
There's going to be spoilers.
Wah, wah,
we're gonna do I've not seen it, but the boys are going to do their very, very best not to spoil it. But be warned, folks.
Go on, Melvin.
So this is the biggie, isn't it? We've been waxing lyrical about this for weeks now.
Yeah.
And it finally dropped today.
Didn't drop it far enough. Didn't drop it far enough.
On almost 1 hour 20.
I enjoy both
1 hour
these
20.
episodes.
1 hour 20 spoilers.
It was better than I was expecting. It was better than I expected. My esteemed friend Mega Geek was not impressed with it, but I thought it was good. I thought the pace was good. Started off with some action, went on. The story was okay. Didn't blow me. They were just building it as they went along. You know, kind of
didn't blow you.
slow burn, and then a nice bit of action at the end of the second episode. And it didn't bore me, and I was entertained. I was hoping it would be good, and I'm not disappointed. But here's a strange thing. There's one thing I find strange is that it is going to be 2 seasons, and I'm figuring how they're going to get 2 seasons out of that story.
Well, they're going to get 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's me.
I look. I didn't think much of it, to tell you the truth. I just. Sorry.
I'll just say, everybody, negative spoilers on the way. Ian's going to be from the hip.
Look, I didn't think much of it, to tell you the truth. I thought, look, they spoilers. They kill Foggy right in the beginning. It just seems really mean-hearted to kill off Foggy, because in the comics, Foggy, Karen, and Matt, they're the ones that formed the company. They're the ones that, you know, was helping Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that in the beginning. Of course, obviously, I don't know about the latest Daredevil comics and stuff. So there were a threesome. There were, they played a big part in Daredevil. It just seems mean-spirited to actually kill him off.
So there's obviously lots of publicity with them saying, "Oh, we're back," and all the photographs of them. So they're just subverting expectations, weren't they?
And also, I think the room is right about this first episode was definitely from the old one that they shot originally, because he's wearing that stupid, horrible red costume in this one. And I've seen pictures of him wearing the costume closer to the Netflix in this. So I'm assuming that this is just one of those things that got left over. His costume is really, I thought, was a bit crappy in the beginning. Also, they made him swing like Spider-Man now. In the beginning, which I thought was a bit weird, because in the Netflix thing, they try to be as realistic as possible, you know, and they've thrown that under the bus. The fight in the bar, I didn't think worked, because you can see them missing punches in the scene, which I thought was a bit weird, but there you go. I don't know. I just, and you can see some of the, agenda casually being thrown in there as well. But
what was that then? Specifics.
Well, Kingpin's wife is running the organization, because if you saw the original show, she was trying to get Kingpin to be good, wasn't she? She was shy. She was the one that was the good part of the Kingpin, and suddenly she's running all these, gangsters and stuff. And I'm sitting there going, wait, man, this isn't Vanessa. I don't remember Vanessa being like this. Again, it's all part of Hollywood. Yeah, women have to be women bosses and all this shit. And they're playing that. They're playing it big time. If you look closely, again, right, Bullseye was a nice addition in the Netflix version. But why doesn't Bullseye look like Bullseye? Why does he look like some soldier? Do you know what I mean? You went as far as to put Daredevil in a red costume. Why didn't you just put Bullseye in his costume? I don't understand what the difference is. Yeah, and they separate Luke, Han, and Leia in this one. So they separate Karen
Oh, so
kill Foggy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's because we wish it, right? That's what it is.
Didn't actually Andrew say something about the Last Jedi levels in one of his tweets? Now I know why, because you just said those three are the Han, Luke, and Leia, aren't they? And they've just fucked it.
In the comics, they're, you know. Sorry, go ahead, Melv.
I was going to say, is actually Andrew still around? He disappeared for a while.
I think he did a hit and run tweet today.
And also, right, another thing that puzzles me as well: if the Kingpin knows that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, why doesn't he use that to his advantage? Because in the Born Again comic, when he finds out that Matt Murdock was Daredevil, he literally decimated Daredevil, almost destroying him. So in this, I'm like, okay, so you're the Kingpin, right? You're going to be the mayor of the city, and you hate vigilantes, and you tell everybody that you're going to stop vigilantes, yet you don't reveal to the world that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. Melvin? What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that, Melvin?
2 seconds, my mouth's full.
He's stunned.
He's eating.
He's stunned. Here you go. Istophobus. Hello, my friend. Wrenched. I can see why dim-witted Marvel fans eat this up. And it's hardly the worst thing they've made, but it's not good.
No, it's not. It's not. I think a lot of people they so want Daredevil to be good. And also, right? Okay, so if you know Daredevil, they copied this sequence, right? But instead of Daredevil letting Bullseye go, Daredevil throws this guy off the roof, right? So there's a sequence in a comic where Bullseye kills Elektra, and the way Daredevil gets him back is that they're both fighting on these on the telephone wires, because they really are skilled. They can balance on telephone wires. So they're fighting the telephone wires, and Daredevil jumps and he makes the telephone wire leap up, and Bullseye loses his footing and he falls, but Daredevil catches his hand, right, to try and stop him from falling to his death. And then Bullseye says, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And he has a knife in his hand. He's just about to stab Daredevil when Daredevil calmly says, you ain't going to kill anyone ever again, and lets him go. And he falls and he breaks every bone in his body. But with this version, he's like crying. He's like, you killed Foggy and all that rubbish. I'm like, God, did they not read the comics? Did they not read the comics? What is wrong with these people? And then the policeman turns up and finds out that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Can you see now why I'm disappointed with this?
Sorry,
Melvin.
If I might interject, right?
There you go.
If I was going to say, Mega Geek, you're rubbish at crying. You're embarrassing me.
Yeah. It's embarrassing the
Can I try it?
You're embarrassing me and the channel.
Can I try it again?
There you go.
Try it like 19 times. See how it goes.
Ian.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah. What?
Ian.
Go on. What's that?
You're embarrassing me.
Good. No, but you understand what I'm saying, right? I think he's overacting here. It's just
I think you're right about what you say, that if Kingpin finds out who Matt Murdock is, he's going to use it. Like when he had his meeting with the reporter, and he says he could use it. You know, he uses everything. He's he's supervillain. He uses things to his advantage, and it would have been a bigger deal.
SMY Lex wrenched. MG, that's you, isn't it, Ian?
I think so.
Needs to separate this from the comic of the same name.
Yeah, I know.
They're not doing Frank Miller's book, just using the name.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that, but I'm just comparing how brilliant Frank Miller's writing and panels are 1,000% better than what they've given us. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no. If I was directing that, I would.
But to take into account also that they own the rights to that, so they could use that if they wanted.
Sure, but if I was directing that, it was so stupid that he was like wailing before he threw what's his name, Poindexter, off the building. which he should never have done because Daredevil never does that. But in the comics, he had the reason to let go of him because he was going to stab Daredevil. So the only way he could avoid that is just to let go of him. Do you know what I mean? So, but Daredevil in the comics, he's calm even under pressure. When he's and the Kingpin pushed him to out of his comfort zone when he found out who he really was, when he found out his identity, which I don't understand in this, because if he knows his identity, he could easily stop Daredevil. Easily. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense. Anyway, whatever. Whatever.
Okay, carry on.
No, I'm just saying.
I have to drop out for a second. I have to drop out for a second and then come back in because my sound's going funny. I think I've got a lag.
It's okay now.
What I'm hearing is breaking up in my ears, and
it is.
I think it must be an issue with my end.
Yeah.
Your end is broken.
Yeah, I'll go out and come back and see if it's any different.
Yeah, log out and log in. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're not seen any of the episodes?
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Have you not seen any? Have you not seen any of the episodes? No.
I've not seen any of Daredevil. I've not seen Daredevil. As I said, when it was on Netflix, I watched the first episode. Was it on Sky?
Yeah, no, it was on Netflix. Oh, it might have been. You might have the package with Sky, so you can see it. But
somehow I watched episode. I don't know how I watched episode 1, but I watched it, and it just didn't connect. So I just didn't connect.
I thought it was very good because I'm a Daredevil fan. So I thought the Netflix, the third season wasn't all that, but the first two and the Defenders I really enjoyed. Very good comic book stuff. But this is just a horrible version. They try to copy the Netflix version, but they don't have the gravitas or the writing skills.
They haven't got the chops.
To do it as good as the Netflix version. Even though the Netflix version, there's a lot of things I disagreed with what the Netflix version did. They killed off Urich, and Urich is a big character in the Daredevil universe, and they killed him off in, I think it was the third episode. Plus, they made him black as well, which he wasn't. He was white in the comics. So.
Simulex Wrenched. There's a lack of subtlety to this series, but I can't spell that word either as well. But it's still better than any other Marvel show that has P bracket ut out.
But
but should you accept it just because it's better
what's your
than
favorite saying, Ian? What's your favorite saying about the cracker? Go on, say it.
Oh yes, it's a starving man. You give a rice cracker or a cracker to a starving man, he'll think that's a feast, won't he?
Same thing with this.
Is that the same as giving a fishing net to a little Indugu? Are we talking about something different here? I don't know. No, I think this is good. I don't think it's a case of being starved at anything good for so long. I do think this is good.
Well,
however, I do like this. SM Elex Wrenched. I need autocorrect. Very good. That's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
A clever pun.
Very good.
I reckon he's a top guy for auto jokes.
And punnage. Very good. Okay.
Puns per square inch. He's our guy.
Okay, so 2 episodes in then, Ian, yes?
Yeah, also they connect this to what's that other crap?
She-Hulk.
And the other one. The one with the girl with the one leg. Because I never saw that.
Oh, God.
Because, he got shot in the face.
Echo, isn't it? Echo?
He got shot in the face. How come he hasn't got a hole in his face?
Kingpin. That was a little gun.
Still would make a mark, though, wouldn't it? It is. If you look carefully, the agenda's running strong in it. But
the agenda's running strong. Cartoon Man 154 puns are an utter disgrace. Damn. Automatic from Automatic.
They were a big
Damn.
deal in the
Damn.
Ottoman Empire.
Indeed.
Mm.
You're going to be watching episode 3, Ian?
Well, yeah, I guess. I'm just disappointed with it so far. I mean, the second episode was a lot of talking, and then something happens at the end. You know, it's. I'm just
Damages.
This is.
I think you're disillusioned, Mega Geek. Here's what you need, right? You
Go on,
need to come in with a more positive frame of mind. So what you need is you need to go on holiday and have lots of sex, come back, right?
Yeah.
Go to the clinic, get yourself checked out, and all your results to come back negative, right? And then you'll be in that good frame of mind, and then
Right.
you can start enjoying things again.
It isn't all bad. I'm just disappointed that they've decided to take this route with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, killing a main character's fucking.
I think
within the first 5 minutes. That's
I think
a show ender for me.
Yeah, I think it's not. I don't think this is going to get any better. I mean, Gary liked it, and I think Chris Gore liked it. But
is he starving, Gary?
No. He said he enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it to a point, but because of what's recently happened with our TV shows, I can't unsee what's going on. Do you know what I mean? And it spoils my enjoyment. It really does. So, anyway, whatever.
Will you be watching the next episode, Melvin?
Yeah. Look, until they actually pull the rug out, and it gets all girl boss, and Kingpin turns out to be gay and wants a date with Daredevil and anything like that. Until that shit starts, I'm sticking with it. I did enjoy the first 2 episodes, and we'll see. We'll see if they keep it up or not. That's all we can do.
Swirled of Wop Shop, Doom Wrench, by the way. Doomcock loved it.
Yeah, but he also loves the egg carton on his face, doesn't he? So it's not much
Doomcock, spend some fucking money, get that fucking mask sorted, for fuck's sake.
There you go.
There you go. Istophobus, wrenched atmosphere lines. Remember, they have what? Resurrection. What?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what Gary said as well, because I was listening.
Oh, so he's coming back then.
He said, no, he said, well, they don't really die. And I think someone in the chat said he might be a scroll. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that could happen.
That could happen, yeah.
You know why Doomcock's called Doomcock?
I don't know, because his cock is
he got checked out when he come back from holiday, and his test didn't come back negative.
It fell off.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, would you recommend this to me, being that I've not watched any Daredevil?
No, you should watch season 1, and it is worth your time. Season 1, it really is, because they do it realistically. As I said, in this one, swinging around like Spider-Man. I'm like, he hasn't got any superpowers. He's just an ordinary man. He could hear.
No, but I mean, in the comic, that's what he does, right? He's bouncing all over.
He does.
It's very much like Spider-Man.
He does, but you're right. But I think Netflix, they wanted to ground it, didn't they? So, and I kind of got used to that when they grounded Daredevil. So
it was better for it, though, wasn't it?
It was. I thought it was. Really bad CGI in the beginning when he swings and he lands on top of that staircase. You can tell it's just like
Sword and Storm Wrenched. I hated that swining. Is it pig? Oink. Swining shit.
Happy as a swine and shit.
Charlie Cox is good in it, though.
I thought he was American.
No, he's British.
He's looking rough as hell, isn't he? He's looking rough as hell. He's only 42 and he's been famous for quite a while.
Okay.
How did he get to look that?
Sword in the Storm.
Swinging.
Swinging. Is that the otter correct working?
Swinging.
Istophobus wrenched. This is a very strange mix of groundedness and fanciful. What the stream? Reacher does it better. I ate the first 4
Yeah.
Like Destiny at a cock buffet.
Yeah,
Damn.
Reacher.
Damn.
The first 4 episodes of Reacher is really good.
Season 1?
No.
Or season 3?
Season 3.
Okay. But do I really need to just avoid season 2 then?
Yeah, it doesn't spoil your enjoyment for season 1 or season 3 at all.
Okay, so I've got all the season 1, so just watch them, then go straight to 3.
Season 1 is really good. I really enjoyed every episode of season 1. Really good.
Season 2 was really shit, though.
Yeah, it wasn't very good, was it?
Sword in the Storm Wrenched. Season 2 is good. What?
Well, a lot of people liked season 2, but I thought they changed the dynamic because he had like a team with him. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no.
Smilex Wrenched. If you watch The Incredible Hulk in the 70s, you've seen Reacher.
Wow, he doesn't change from skinny guy to a big guy, but look,
I think he might be taller than Luther Rigdon.
I think he is slightly, yeah.
Mr. Phobos Wrenched and Mr. Phobos. Yes. Season 1, then 3. Season 2 is the rise of Reach Walker.
Yeah. The last Reach guy.
Titan Wrenched. Hello, my friend. Season 2 was all right at best, and then the finale happened.
Yeah, it was a bit over the top, the finale sequence.
It wasn't even the finale. It was, I mean, the bit when they were hijacking the lorry, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
they forgot how bullets work.
They forgot how bullets work. Okay. And then at the end, and it would have been the finale. They forgot how bullets work again when the guy put the little girl in the car when the guys were shooting through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He left her in the back. You'll be okay here. Just lay down in the back of the car. He hides behind the car, and she's in the car, and they're shooting at it, and she's fine.
There you go, Bob Smith, 9866. Hello, Bob. C1 excellent. C3 is meh. C2 is shit.
You know, that's one of those things that they do in movies that's not right. That doesn't happen in real life. If somebody's shooting you with an automatic machine gun and you hide behind a car, you're going to die. Those bullets go right through the door, right inside of you. Cars don't stop bullets at all.
No, well, I mean, I used to work in engineering. I used to make shelving for supermarkets, but it was the same kind of thing, making panels with the same kind of metal they would use for a car.
Yeah.
So the metal on a car door is probably, it's about 1.2 mil thick, right?
Yeah.
And you could take a bread knife and stab it through that. It's not going to stop a bullet. You've got no chance.
But if you hide behind the engine, you stand a bit of a chance. But
if you crouch down behind the wheel or something, then
because a bullet will go through.
They go right through a car. You always see in those films where somebody's shooting at it and they open the car door and they hide behind the car door and the bullets over the car. There's no way you'd die.
You go, Kendrick Lama. Hello, Kendrick. Hide behind the engine for cover,
Yeah. Also, another thing that they always do in films, which is not true, is when you have a silencer in your gun, it doesn't silence it at all.
Oh, I love
it doesn't do that.
Not like that.
It makes a lot of noise.
It only works for a few shots as well.
I'll just say, quick reminder: Ian's GoFundMe, folks. See if we can get his production over the line, folks.
Jeremy Clarkson went to Gaza, the place in the Middle East, not the football player. No, listen, this is true, right? This is true. He went there and he was driving through Gaza, and he decided to fill the insides of his doors up with sand.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
In case anybody tries to shoot him, right? So he fills his doors up with sand, and he gets his bodyguard to shoot the door to see if it would stop the bullet, and the bullet went through both doors.
Unbelievable.
After being filled with sand, so you really do have no hope. So in Reacher, when you seen the two women in the car when they interrupted the hijacking, and then the men just opened fire on them, they were both dead.
Yeah.
Ian, speaking of silencers, Rebecca Gold, I hope there's a suppressor on the gun.
There is in the first season 1. We do the Hollywood trope, don't we?
Oh, I love it.
She comes in and she shoots people with with a silencer.
Oh,
But
it's
in real
amazing.
life, that wouldn't make a shitload of noise. Silencers doesn't really suppress the sound. I don't even know why they use silencer. It expresses
Just
it a
looks
bit,
good.
but not as much.
It's
Yeah.
I think for films, it's a MacGuffin in it. It's like you
Yeah.
need everybody not to hear the gunshots. So
That's
Here you go. Istophobus, busy tonight. Wrenched. You fill the doors with phone books. Very good. Oh, that's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
And that thing about your wallet is in your jacket pocket and somebody shoots you and the bullet stops the wallet by the wallet. There's no way. You
Well,
die.
knowing the size of your wallet, you'll be safe.
yeah.
Mud crab.
Brown would live, we'd die.
And that's coming from me. Back
I
in the day,
wish.
the company I was working with made bulletproof limos for the Australian government. You need a lot of protection, and even then, you are not stopping the bigger rounds, unless if it's Ian's wallet.
Also, right, when they do the cup and saucer hold when they're holding a gun. So you see it in James Bond films where he's holding a gun. It's called the cup and saucer hold. So basically, you have your hand is holding the handle and your fingers on the trigger or just off the trigger, and then your other hand is below the handle. It's called a cup and saucer hold.
Okay.
Yeah, but people don't do that in the army. They don't hold a gun like that. Apparently, they literally hold it with both hands, where both hands are on the gun and their finger is off the trigger. They never have their hand underneath the handle. Apparently, so I've been told by a soldier. So there you go. But they always do it in movies because it looks fun.
It's not what the soldiers told you, Ian, that we worry.
No, just
about.
one soldier just told me. Yeah,
it's what the sailors tell you. That's what we're worried about.
yeah. but there you go.
Thing is, can you get phone books now?
No,
you do, but they're really small. They're not like how they used to be.
Yeah,
we still get them through the door here, maybe once every couple of years. Or something.
Do you remember in the 70s where they used to have opportunity knocks and some big guy muscles used to tear a phone book? We used to think I thought, wow, we can tear a phone book. Do you remember that? They used to have it on TV all the time, people tearing phone books.
It was the shot putter.
Oh,
Jeff Capes. He could do it. Jeff Capes could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a couple more slides. Do we want to do them?
Yeah, go on, quick.
Okay.
Oh, 99, 81, 97.
Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. Be warned, folks, there may be some repeat on Sunday for the other guests. So, Rotten Tomatoes scores for Daredevil series. So, season 1, 99%. Season 2, 81. Season 3, 97. And Born Again, 82. Okay.
Well,
accurate or
season one was great. Seriously, if you
season one wasn't, and I mean, if you're going to rate it for yourself, you wouldn't give it a 99%.
No, I wouldn't. No, I think it's great though. It's really well worth your time. Season 1, especially what the Kingpin does to people. He's very mean.
Why was it canned?
Because they lost the rights. Because it was a Netflix production.
Because he was doing very, very well, wasn't it?
Yeah. They just lost the rights. Marvel claimed it back, I think, or something like I can't remember. Or the rights ran out, or whatever. I don't know. But yeah,
it's got Born Again has got 9.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
People seem to like it.
Yeah, but it's still meaningless because I mean they could well be blocking negative reviews to do that.
It's true.
Okay, Sword in the Storm, Wrenched. No, Netflix took the payout from Disney.
Oh, okay. I again, right. You had the Marvel movies that was in the cinema, and then on TV you had the street-wise heroes like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and the Daredevil and Iron Fist. Iron Fist was rubbish though.
Punisher was in that as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Punisher too. Yeah, Punisher was great. And because they're on Netflix, they could be as violent as possible. They could swear if they wanted to. Do you know what I mean? With this Disney thing, I think he broke someone's hand in the second one, didn't he? At the ending, when he took on those policemen.
Titan wrenched. Disney wanted the characters under their ownership and to start putting them into films. Murdoch in Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Yeah, he was good in that. A small part, but he was good.
Sword in the Storm. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was running at the same time. I really liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched. It was really good.
Season 1 and 2 I watched. I think I got fed up with it. Season 3.
No, I watched. I watched most of it. It was really good.
But they never explained how what's his name was still alive. Some convoluted idea. You know when he got killed in Avengers, and he was alive, but they tried to explain it, but I didn't get it. I was like, what?
It was a robot or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird.
He went to this kind of pleasure place where he died, and he was resurrected or something. I can't remember. It was that long ago. He was a LMD. What's an LMD?
Don't know.
The little bit that goes on a satellite dish when you got Sky
Life
TV.
model decoy. Yeah, Coulson, yeah.
Yeah, Coulson. I really liked that actor. He was good. He was good in
Clark
Avengers.
Gregg, really, really good.
Yeah, he was good in that show as well. I really liked that girl though. She was gorgeous. What was her name?
Chloe, some other other.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Titan binged Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last year. Fantastic season 1 and sorted itself out with the last season.
Last season, yeah.
There's an old film about Mike Tyson, which I don't remember what it's called. It might be called Tyson, and it was made by HBO, and I think Michael Jai White plays Mike Tyson, and
Really?
he actually does a decent job. But Kevin Rooney, his trainer, was played by Agent Coulson.
Oh right.
And he done a good job as well. It was a good movie, made for TV movie, but a good movie, HBO movie. I think George C. Scott was Customato in it as well. So if that's your kind of thing, it's a decent movie.
Okay. Next slide.
That suit sucks.
So that's the suit, folks.
That sucks. Why doesn't it? Because it doesn't look like the comic. I mean, why can't I just make it like the comic book suit? I don't understand. And why has he got look? He's trying to disguise his identity, yet he's got a fucking facial hair on his face, just like Matt Murdock. Do you know what I mean? It's stupid. It's like, don't people sit down and think about these things?
I think this suit looks better than the first pictures that they released, where it actually looked quite terrible.
Yeah. You're right.
Here you go. Ister getting good value this evening. Wrenched. I know he's being ironic here. Did anybody see Meghan Markle's Netflix show? Amazing.
I didn't, but I saw the little square on Netflix. You know, when you go through it, just a little square. I thought, no, I'm not watching
some jam. Unicorn jam, everybody.
I bet George the Giant Slayer watched it.
Yep. I bet he will, because he doesn't like, does he?
Do you know what, right, Mel? If you were a superhero, right, and you had superpowers, the last thing you'll think about is making yourself a costume, wouldn't you? Why would you want to make yourself a costume?
Yeah, you would dress like a normal person so you could blend in.
Exactly.
You might wear like a bulletproof vest underneath your shirt or something, but not over it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ian, you're not happy with that suit then? Bit poo-poo, yeah?
But not just that, right? If you were Matt Murdock and you had sonar like a bat, so you're blind, but you can still do things even better than somebody who can see, because you can hear things coming from behind you and things. You would get yourself on TV and make yourself rich, wouldn't you?
That's what Spider-Man tried to do.
Yeah, he tried. Yeah.
He tried.
Istophobus wrenched. She put pretzels in a plastic bag. Both stunning and brave. Martha Stewart, eat your heart out. Mispronounce me.
Somebody correct me here, because I might be misremembering. Did Martha Stewart go to jail for tax evasion or something?
I don't know.
Who is Martha Stewart?
She was a famous American. Like Gordon Ramsay.
Martha, why did you?
A TV chef, like Julia Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know.
Did somebody in the chat tell me? Did Martha
Insider
Stewart go to jail?
trading? What?
Yeah, imagine putting Martha Stewart to jail. Why would you do that?
Yes, I believe she did.
She shouldn't be so stupid, should she? Insider trading.
Carl Voigtlander, World Spot. Yes, I think it was insider trading.
What did she do? Like drive up the price of eggs or something?
Probably.
Daredevil. Okay. Is there another slide? I don't know.
Let's have a look. Oh my God.
Anybody see this then? They were just kind of Charlie Cox and Vincent thank the fans for saving Daredevil 7 years after the original series was cancelled. 7 years, damn. Yeah. They campaigned over all those years to bring us back. They even gave us a billboard in Times Square at one point. Now we're back.
Okay.
Okay, we'll say correct.
Move along. Move along.
Correct.
Same thing happened with Lucifer when they cancelled Lucifer. Finally, the fans screamed and shouted, and then Netflix took it on, and they had two seasons on Netflix, didn't they?
But we can't land a break with
Lucifer or Lucifer.
The Acolyte. We can't get a break with the Acolyte. I've missed that so much. It's the best thing ever made.
Yeah.
Anybody see the little clip
of what, of them?
Yeah, I did. Obviously, I took the screen grab. But yeah.
What did they say?
They was genuinely pleased that they were back and giving, Daredevil another go, and they hope they deliver the goods.
Well, not doing it so far. So there you go. But I'll wait for episode 3, find out what's going on. So you never know, I might end up liking it.
Arch Colin Wrench. Martha Stewart is 83 now. Damn.
Wow.
And she's a hardened criminal.
Orange is the new black.
Mud Crab. Billboard in Times Square. Huh? So Acolyte is still in with a shot. Negative on that one.
Yeah.
I would like to see Disney burn some more money. We got some fun out of the Acolyte. It was so bad it was actually quite funny. And I don't think Disney's learned a lesson yet. I think they should bring it back so we can mock them some more.
Absolutely.
First 3 episodes of Acolyte were tolerable, and then it just
wouldn't go that far.
It wasn't.
We liked the Korean geezer. We liked him.
No, really.
And Daphne Keane as well. We liked her.
Okay, Daphne Keane. We can like Daphne Keane.
And we liked Mog.
Mog.
Yes.
What's his name? His real name? Gaylord Coldplay. That's his name.
Really?
No.
I thought you were being serious.
Well, it looks like the guy from Coldplay.
Right,
so I figured the name Gaylord Coldplay suits him.
Sly Jester. Hello, Sly. Jay Seymour is 74.
See, Morg understands. Look, he's in the chat.
He's still she still good, looks good though, Jane Seymour.
Yeah, probably still angry at Price.
I don't know. I've not seen her for a while. I don't imagine a ton of many heads at 74.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if there's another slide, or
do
maybe
we have
we
a pin?
You know what? Is there another slide?
Don't know.
There's one slide. I might save it for Sunday because we've done 2. Can you believe we've done 2 hours? That flew. That flew.
Jane Seymour's not looking good at all.
You know why it flew? Because I talked.
You're on it. I talked over you. It flew because
I talked too fast.
Jane
you do,
Seymour.
mate. You do.
It sped everything up
so fast. Your mic malfunctioned. And yes. Oh.
Jane Seymour, 2024. Let's see what she looks like last year. Still looks all right.
She
still looks okay.
Effort you and Oh, fuck, it's the end. Great. Now, is that good or bad?
Something.
It's something. That is it, folks. Apologies for super last minute. Quite difficult with the cats this evening, herding the cats. But you guys turned up. It was really great that you turned up listening to this shite, as you do. We love you guys. Thank you for the super chats as well. We'll see you next time on 2 hours. We'll see you next time, folks. Happy birthday to Sword for yesterday as well.
Happy birthday.
Cheers, Melvin.
Nay bother, Brune.
It was good that you got me motivated. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, Ed.
Yeah, no worries.
I think that is it. Melvin and I will be around modding tomorrow on Open Bar. Trev's got his gig on Friday, I think. So look out for Trev. We're back at the weekend. We will be talking more Daredevil back then. So we'll see you in a few days, folks. Look after yourselves. Super chat in at the death. Hello, Punchbowl. Istophobus, Wrench, $2. Thank you, my friend. Cheers. We will see you when we see you, everybody. Take care, everybody. Leave a comment. Press the thumbs up. All that malarkey. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Ta-da.